if you have giving the fullest, not been welcomed properly to your presence in Papua New Guinea, and I have behind me my Deputy Prime Minister. I also take this time once again to thank Prime Minister Modi. Cabinet. You initiated giving the FIPIC fullest appreciation to your presence in Papua New Guinea 2015. Welcome to each and every one of you. I also take this time once again to thank Prime Minister Modi. Support, you initiated, Fiji assisted you in the first meeting in Fiji. The second meeting was held in 2015, and this is you third chaired similar meetings with Fiji. Look forward to the dialogue. Fiji assisted you in the first meeting in Fiji. The second meeting was held in all of us. And this is the third. Here on the table are leaders who look forward to the dialogue. Small nations, yourself, actually landmass, Prime Minister Modi, and all of us. But more importantly, collectively, here on the table are leaders who lead the small nations. Occupy actually some of the biggest spaces on the face of planet population. The combined, more importantly, space of Pacific Prime Minister put together, airspace and sea space, is occupied some of the biggest spaces on the face of planet Earth. In the planet, the combined one-third space occupied by the oceans put together. Airspace is the space of Pacific. Is one-third. Our ocean, Mr. Planet. Prime Minister, in the planet, friend of Pacific, one-third is occupied by the ocean. Is a great carbon sink. One-third is the space. Our ocean is a place of great. Our ocean, Mr. Prime Minister, and the friend of Pacific, Prime Minister Modi, and our airspace together is a great facilitate trade. Our ocean is a place of great trade and exchanges of trade on planet Earth. Our ocean leaders meeting you today airspace together at FIPIC facilitates trade, commerce, movement of people we call home on planet Earth. People have been traveling, meeting you today again for the third just like your people. Our leaders have lived in India for thousands of years. We all come from a shared history, where our people, history of being, have been traveling, colonized by thousands of years, just like history people have lived in India for thousands of years. We all come from a shared history, history of being colonized by colonial masters, history that holds the nations of Global South together, Mr. Prime Minister. Your compatriots sitting here in the Pacific Island are leaders of those who come from Global South. In the Global South, we have development challenges. Our resources are harvested by tons and volumes, and our people have been left behind in the Global South. You have emerged as the leader of the Global South, and I want to thank you for assuring me in our own bilateral meeting this morning that you will advocate, as you host G20 this year, you will advocate on issues that relate to the Global South. And I want to taking this moment in the presence of my sisters and brothers who lead the Pacific nation, ask you to offer the third big voice in the face of the Global North. The Global North have moved in the development space and into the industrialization space, and the small island nations and the Global South deserves a nation just like us who've come out from this to be a big presence at G20, at G7, to ensure that our issues are heard in total clarity. And I want to speak today as I welcome you to this FIPIC meeting, and before you address us, that the issues that are prevalent in Pacific are issues of insecurity due to climate change. Needless to remind all of us, but climate change in most instances is not an issue caused by the developing nations, especially the small island nations and small island communities, but your sisters and brothers of Pacific sitting here have people exposed to sea level rise, salination of the agricultural land, loss of land for the nation's security. These issues face us. We need a big third voice to be active for the small island nations at G20 at G7. We appreciate your presence with us at FIPIC. You are the voice that can offer our issues at the highest as advanced economies discuss on matters relating to economy, commerce, trade, and geopolitics. For us, we want this moment of the FIPIC platform for India to be the strong voice and advocate of the challenges we go through. Climate change was one issue I raised earlier. Second issue, Mr. Prime Minister, the threats of global politics and insecurity. For instance, the issue of Ukraine war with Russia, or Russia war with Ukraine rather. We import the inflation to our own small economies. These nations sitting before you, Mr. Prime Minister, have high cost of fuel and power tariff in their own countries. And we suffer as a result of big nations at play in terms of geopolitics and the power struggles out there. We ask you, using this moment where I am co-chairing